So failing septic systems in coastal communities pose an environmental risk and a public health risk. And this study is focused in Mount Pleasant, which is just across the river from here, where there are about 1,200 septic systems. And anyone who is not attached to a sewer system should have a septic system on their property, underground, collecting wastewater from their home or business. However, these septic systems need dry soil to actually function properly and really treat that wastewater, or they will not be able to function properly. So we have those 1,200 septic systems, and we actually have two groups of people who have septic systems in Mount Pleasant. We have people who are kind of stuck on septic, and we have people who do have the option to connect to sewer. And for the people who can connect to sewer, we ideally would like them to. And for those who are stuck on septic for now, we would like to make sure they are improving their maintenance or upkeeping their maintenance of their septic systems so that they reduce that risk of failure. Because we do live in a very wet location, we struggle with king tides, flooding from severe rain events that increase the risk of failure. And that risk of failure can back up sewage into people's homes, pool up in their yards, or leach down into that groundwater and cycle through to our surface waters like our creeks and rivers and cause fecal pollution in those. So to get with this community, we sent out surveys and we're conducting focus groups. The surveys went out to all 1,200 of those septic system owners throughout Mount Pleasant, and the focus groups are being conducted in 6 different neighborhoods who own septic. And with those, we are trying to understand the perceptions people have of their septic system versus the sewer system, understand their barriers to maintaining their septic system or barriers to being able to connect. And these can be financial, they can be knowledge-based, even trust-based, anything like that. So that's how we want to work with the community. And then we're also trying to look at things at a higher level with expert interviews with professionals in the wastewater field, water quality, and policy fields, and also completing a policy review to see kind of what other municipalities and other states in the Southeast are dealing with their septic systems, what they're doing, septic initiatives and regulations. And all of this information together should help us hone in on potential solutions that we could then recommend to leaders in this field.